Plaintiff Toyin Wiggins says she met the defendant when she started dating Toyin's witness, who is Toyin's ex-husband. Toyin claims she soon realized the defendant was a liar who sold her body for money, and she's suing her today for 2 unpaid loans. Defendant Catrice Ingram says she never dated Toyin's husband because he's gay, and he was nothing more than her fun gay friend. Catrice insists she never agreed to repay any money to Toyin, and she's countersuing for car damages.
Start with you.
Your Honor, this gentleman sitting right here is Jason Revels, my ex-husband. We've been divorced since 2014.
He's really smiling. He is really. I don't know if you can see him, but I don't know what that's about.
Okay.
Being your ex-husband, that's something to smile about.
So,
Go ahead.
anyway, he introduced me to Catrice Ingram in September of 2015 while they were dating. And he came to me, he was like, Toy, I need you to help, give her work. She wants to start some business like what you're doing. I own a power washing, renovation, construction company. So I was like, okay, He was like, well, she seems to have her head on her shoulder. And in the meantime, you know what? Check her out for me. We have an 11-year-old son together. So he knows how I feel about the kind of women or people he brings around, very protective. And I was like, well, make sure it's someone better than me or at least close to where I met. Anyway, so I met her and I brought her on into my home, went out with her, lunch. She seemed to be all right. She started bragging about all this. Oh, I shop in Beverly Hills, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Christian Louboutin, and all that good stuff. And I have 2 homes, one in Atlanta, Georgia, in Buckhead, and I have one in LA, Orsini, downtown. Anyway, Your Honor, everything was a lie. Come to find out, she sells her body for money. She's a con artist. She does credit card from. I have different texts. Several times she'll be on the phone talking to her male clients and whatnot about, oh, you know what, money, I need to meet you here, I need to meet you there, okay? And even on some of the texts that she had sent to me during the time of her trying to go pay for, oh, I'm with my boss right now, we're going to Vegas, he's helping me, we're coming from San Francisco, oh, don't call me because he's thinking you're the police following us right now, all that. And how I confirmed it for sure was her younger sister. She had promised her younger sister a pair of shoes. They came to my house and I took them out to dinner. And her younger sister was like, so how about the shoes you're gonna buy for me? So she said, oh, I don't have any money, Went crazy on this young girl. And the sister was saying, oh, but I thought you were meeting the guys to pick up the money that you were supposed to. Oh, no, you're gonna make me feel like a prostitute or people think. So I was like, Catrice, I ain't thinking about that. I pretended like, oh, everything is cool. Now, I'll show you something. Things she left at my house. Now, these are things she will wear out when she's prostituting with her drawers and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Where you get her booty shorts from?
Because she left them at my house, and she needs to take them with her. She comes to my house, she spends nights.
Yes, Your Honor.
She spends nights at my house with her son. They'll come over 3-4 days, which was not a problem. I cook, she eats, and whatnot. She worked for me. I even paid her more than I paid my workers, Your Honor. Like that.
Let me hear from you. You give me some background.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little background on the story. I actually was introduced to her husband as a gay man by the name of Jelly Jar. No way, no shape, form, or fashion I ever slept with him, wanted to sleep with him. He was my fun gay friend. And we started working together because I actually have my own business as well.
Rich. I don't know about her, that little 3
Yeah, I was being quiet for her to talk.
You're rich, for real rich.
For me,
You in Buckhead, California, got Gucci. You rich for real.
And pay rent.
That little money she got, that ain't nothing.
And
You just gotta move in when you can. Go ahead, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, so she actually, me and her started being cool because he's like Wreck-It Ralph and she's like Fix-It Felix, okay? We spent a lot of time together, we would go out and she's the type of person that wants you to spend the night at her house. But I'm the type of person, I got my own house.
Yeah,
so
you got 2.
And can't pay her rent. And can't pay rent.
Don't play yourself short now.
And can't pay rent. I gotta pay your rent.
So,
you never moved in with her or anything, did you?
Absolutely not.
All right,
That's why
you never
we're here.
worked for her, of course.
Right.
You never
worked
did?
for her.
I work for myself.
Right, you never worked for her.
No.
Okay.
What job you got?
What business she in, by the way? I might want
okay.
to do some business with you.
I'm actually a professional cosmetologist.
Okay.
I got a license at Paul Mitchell.
That's all you do?
Yes.
You cutting all day and night, aren't you? You don't do anything but cut at the barber shop. How do you have time to fly to Buckhead and
I have
send your
clients
other
in
home?
in Buckhead as well. I have clients in Buckhead.
Oh, okay, what shop?
It's no shop.
Oh, you
I
go to
come
their
there.
house.
They fly me there. Some people only like that. Some people don't go to the shop because it's so many people in there. They don't like to show their hair. They don't like that type of
Rich
stuff.
people
so
in
I do
particular.
have that type of clients that I'm going into their homes and I'm doing them services.
So let me understand.
Your Honor.
Doing them services, all right.
Yeah. Services.
So let me understand. Rich woman like you.
I'm not rich.
Believe me, if you got a home in Buckhead and a place in downtown L.A., you gotta be rich. Either that or somebody sponsoring them for you. Somebody giving them to you? You got sponsors?
I earned them myself.
Well, then you're rich. Unless you just don't know it. Some people are rich and don't know it.
Maybe I don't know
You're
it.
rich and don't know it. Okay. What about these men? Well, I'm gonna let you defend yourself against all these men.
I don't know who the men is. I defend myself against her husband because
Got that? We're done with him.
That-
We're
that's the
done with
only
him.
man
We're
that I
done
knew
with him. I'm
about
talking
prior
about
to this.
she alleged you are a prostitute.
no, I live in LA where she got
I
them
know
pants
you're
from.
big. You're real big. We
No,
got
no,
that.
no, no.
We
I'm
got
talking
that
about
out
the
the way.
shorts.
I'm asking, is what she said true?
It's not true at all.
Gentleman sitting right here is Jason Revels, my ex-husband. He introduced me to Catrice Ingram in September of 2015 while they were dating. So I met her and I brought her on into my home. Come to find out, she sells her body for money.
Plaintiff Toyin Wiggins says the defendant dated her ex-husband. And Toyin claims after she allowed the defendant to stay with her, she realized she sold her body for money.
Tell me why you're suing her for unpaid loans.
Your Honor, October 31st of last year, she came to me to borrow $500 overnight. I'll have your money by the following day. Nothing happened. I never heard back from her. The second day, she called me back and says, well, I have your money. Come pick it up. Your Honor, that was null and void. November 3rd, she called me on the phone panicking. Toy, I need to pay my rent. You know, please, I need to borrow some money real quick. I'll get you your money back by Friday. I have an auto accident lawsuit. My attorney is giving me a check Friday. Your Honor, I ran.
You need to stop.
Yes.
All that money this woman got, please. By paying you no attention.
So I went ahead. I was like, okay, come on over. She says, please, can you run and get me a cashier's check before 6 p.m.? I did. I went and got a cashier's check.
As much money as you have.
So I told her, I said,
I ain't got no money.
I'll let her keep dreaming.
Send me a text with the information you want on
Let
the
me
cashier's
allow her to
check.
address these loans, these things you didn't dreamt about. Go ahead, ma'am. She said you actually had to borrow $500 nonetheless.
Okay.
Nearly the lowest amount a person can borrow of your stature. Then you had to borrow money to pay your rent.
One of them at least.
I know that's right. Why did you have to borrow money, ma'am? If you did.
Okay, I didn't borrow it because she had promised. Okay, so he wrecked my car. Then he wrecked her car like the next day or something like that. So I actually was gonna take him to court and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
because
when
if she
me and
didn't do
her
anything, that's who you're gonna have to
so
take to
me and
court.
her started being cool, and she said that she gonna make him pay me back. We went and checked him into a job. He was getting all his money. She
Tell me
said
about her.
Okay,
How did
said
she owe you?
She took his debit card because he could direct deposit. She said that every time he get paid, she gonna give me 50% of that check. She gonna give herself 50% of that check.
She was voluntarily paying the debt of her ex-husband.
Oh, and I was giving her a ride in that broken car, and she had me to pick up him, and he jumped
How long was
from my
that's
back.
your car was
Yes.
broken?
Yes, that's why.
You rode in a broken car?
Because I didn't know it was broke.
Thank you.
I didn't know it was broke like that.
Your Honor, would never need her car. I have 3
Ma'am,
cars.
come on, you have some evidence today. We've played enough with her. What type of evidence do you have?
First of all, I have the cashier's check, and it says on there loan for rent. And on here, after I give her the $500, this is when it says I'm in the car with 4 people. First of all, I forgot I owed you $500. Liar. Oh, now you remember?
Oh, no, I
No.
know. I don't owe you nothing.
Oh,
$2,303. And she says, first, I swear, that's my fault. I forgot about the $500.
That's not my...
But instead of thinking something in your head, you have told me. I didn't even use that until a week later, and I have proof. Do you have any evidence today?
Yes.
All right, let's see your evidence. Because she presents me evidence that appears that you admit to owing. But you said this is not your phone number. So
No, it's my phone number. But you know...
you just said it wasn't.
but like in my phone...
Yeah.
Oh, in my phone, the text message
You said
read
this wasn't
different.
your phone number.
In my phone...
Your claim is dismissed. That's enough games for the day. Yours is granted. You showed me evidence that says loan on it for $2,300. Go and take your fantasies somewhere else. And go
You
to
heard
sleep
that?
again.
You heard
Then
that?
you'll end up in Buckhead.
Go sell some more
Have
of
a good
that
day.
trick. It ain't gonna work. Don't run now. Fool.
I hope Catrice learned a lesson about the whole ordeal, and I'm glad justice was served today. Not here to belie anybody's character, just hope she learned something and try to be better tomorrow than she was in the past. Because it's good people, and she tried to treat her like a little sister and embraced her as family, and I hope she doesn't do that to anyone else like she's done to this young lady. That's it.
I wish them the best. I'm on a whole nother level.
Yeah. Yeah, here go your stuff. Don't be ashamed. No, I don't want it.
I don't want
honey.
that stuff.
So
just
keep
like you
it,
didn't let
keep
me
it,
get it at
keep
your
it.
house.
No, I didn't.
Just like you
I
wanted
didn't.
me to spend the night.
You
Just
still
like
like
you
your
wanted me to
mama?
be with
You
you.
see your mama?
I'm not
Be
gonna be
with
with you.
you.
You
Oh,
gay.
girl.
You gay like him. If that's the case. But
Keep
I'm
those
not.
stinky
this is a big
drawers,
problem.
girl.
Plaintiff Heather Homer started dating the defendant after they met on an online dating app. Months into the relationship, Heather claims the defendant started pulling away, and she eventually discovered he was cheating when she saw he was sending sexual videos and pictures to other women. She's suing him today for a cell phone bill and a loan. Defendant Cody Rodakowski admits that he started distancing himself after both of their fathers passed away. And at that point, he no longer thought that he and Heather were exclusive. Cody refuses to pay for the cell phone bill because Heather constantly shut his service off just to be spiteful.
Start with you.
I met Cody through an online dating app about May 2015. We hung out twice. The next few months passed, and then in October, I received a message apologizing for his behavior in the past time we'd hung out, and that I didn't deserve to be
What did
treated.
he do?
We would hang out, and then he never called, never replied to text messages, never contacted me, despite making plans. He had blown plans off multiple times.
Okay.
So he apologized for behaving the way he did, said I didn't deserve to be treated that way, and that was his attempt to make amends. If I accepted, great. If not, he understood. At that point in time, I had no reason to believe why he wouldn't be sorry and wouldn't want to be different. So I accepted. We became friends, turned into a relationship. We had the discussion if we were exclusive or seeing each other, and we did. We agreed that we were seeing each other. And next couple months were okay through December and January. And as January approached, he started to pull away, became more distant, stopped replying to messages, canceled plans, things didn't quite add up. Come January 14th, I figured out why. It was a weekend, he was at work, supposedly, and I went over to his house to wait for him when he got off work. While I was at his house, I heard notifications going off on his computer constantly, like one after another. And he was at work, so it didn't add up. I'm like, what's going on? So I looked at the devices, and I saw a lengthy conversation with somebody, a female, on social media. And then upon further looking into the device, there were several other messages from other females. One he had a mean relationship with that he stated he loved her, and he had sent sexual videos to her. She had sent sexual pictures to him, and just obviously not just friends.
All right. And he had invited you over?
Yes, I was in his room by myself, and
when
he
you
knew I
kept
was
hearing
there.
the ding, that invited you to look.
Yes. Oh yeah. And when
You found out a whole lot. So how did
A
you
lot more than
respond
I
to all
bargained
that
for.
information?
Oh, I sent him a message and I said, because he wasn't where he was supposed to be. So I asked, how is Salem? And called me and he was like, what are you doing? And I said, I know everything, Cody. I figured it out. I found all the messages. You can't
What did he
lie
say?
anymore. He didn't really say much. He didn't really have anything to say. And so I said, I'm not leaving until you have to come home and face me and explain why you did this to me.
Did he?
He said he was going to, and he said it was fine if I stayed there. I thought about it and figured it would be best if I left because I was emotional, obviously. And I didn't want it to turn into a domestic issue. I didn't want to make a scene at his parents' house. And so I just decided to go home. While I was at his house, I heard notifications going off on his computer constantly. And there were several other messages from other females. One he had a mean relationship with that he stated he loved her, and he had sent sexual videos to her. She had sent sexual pictures to him.
Plaintiff Heather Homer dated the defendant until she discovered he was sending sexual videos and photos to other women.
Let me allow him to give some background, sir.
She's correct with the meeting in March of 2015 and then reconnecting in October, and then progressing into a relationship of sorts.
And you told her it was exclusive, she said?
I don't think we actually had that conversation, but I don't think we had that actual conversation of being exclusive or not. It was just assumed on both sides.
Okay. Where did you get your assumption?
I never had that assumption.
So why did you just say it was assumed on both sides?
We saw each other almost every day.
So you did have the assumption?
I suppose so, yes.
So you was just kidding when you say you did. All right, and so you want to tell me any more about what happened? And then we get to what she's suing you for.
All right, so the beginning of November, I went through a hard time. She helped me through. That brought us a little bit closer. Went ahead and agreed to get a cell phone agreement with each other. Late December is when I started, breaking plans and, not spending nearly as much time with her as
Middle of late December, around Christmas time.
probably right before Christmas.
It
Yeah.
usually saves you a lot of money, break up with your girlfriend around Christmas.
And my dad passed away on December 11th, so
Sorry to hear that. Yeah, he wasn't there for you, that's your point.
he disappeared.
Go ahead, sir. Why'd you disappear when she needed you most?
Because November 5th, my dad committed suicide, and it was too much too soon to deal with another death. So January 14th, I was at work. She came into my house, just like she said. Devices were going off. I didn't feel that we were exclusive at that time anymore.
How did that happen? How did you assume you weren't at that point?
I don't think we had talked for a week and a half prior to that.
Okay, so you said we haven't talked for a week and a half. So when she asked to come in your house without you there, you still hadn't assumed that you were in an exclusive relationship? She could have brought one of her guys in.
Very well possible.
Right,
But
she might have, did you?
No.
Bring one of you guys in? All right, because you all weren't exclusive.
I assumed we could still be friends at that
All
point.
right, so she saw all the things you're referring to?
Right.
And when she asked you about it, what did you say?
I, stopped dead in my tracks, didn't really know what to say.
Yo, you
then
tell her that we aren't exclusive anymore. The same thing you told me.
But that night, she shut my lines of service off that night.
All right, let me get to that. You're suing him about breach of contract and a loan. I assume he's referring to the phone contract. Tell me about that agreement.
There's the phone contract, and there's also a loan that I gave him that was separate from the phone.
Tell me about the agreement, the contract.
He asked me if I wanted to go on a cell phone plan with him. He was not happy with his current
When was
provider.
that?
That was beginning of December. We started the contract on December 7th, 2015. And so
He was to pay what?
he was to pay his portion of the monthly bill, plus each device was put on a device payment plan.
How many?
He had 2 devices that were on payment plans, and he had a third line that the phone was paid for. It was his son's line.
All right. And what happened?
The first 2 months he was fine, and then the third month he did not pay. So so his phone was turned off per the agreement. And then turned it back on.
later?
Yes, he paid. I turned it back on right away, and then a couple months, another month went by. Just started going downhill, fighting more, arguing more, not hanging out. Me finding out more females existed, more relationships, more distrust. And so I told him I wanted him off the plan, and he said that he didn't have the credit to go to his own plan. He was going to have to pay some huge deposit for a plan, pay for the devices outright. So at this point, the contract was still there, and concurrently in March is when he asked his car, the tire came off of his car, and he damaged the front of his car. And so in order for him to get to work to make money to pay his cell phone bill, he needed a vehicle. So I loaned him $230 to repair his vehicle, which I got to him same day. He repaired his vehicle and said he would, pay it back. And
Hasn't paid you that either?
no, he had sent sexual videos to her. She had sent sexual pictures to him, and just obviously not just friends.
All right. And he had invited you over?
Yes, I was in his room by myself, and
When
he
you
knew I
kept
was
hearing
there.
the ding, that invited you to look.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Plaintiff Heather Homer dated the defendant until she discovered he was sending sexual videos and photos to other women.
Last you said the phone was back on in March. Does he owe you since March, or
Yes.
did you ever turn it back off?
It was turned back on until until May 2nd. May 2nd is when he, after many conversations, decided he would pay the loan back and he would pay the Verizon bill, his part of the bill.
He agreed to.
He agreed to that.
Was there an amount?
So between the devices and the monthly bills, it was $2202.
Okay, what are you looking at? So you can give it to me because I promise you he's not going to agree to all this, and I'm going to have to go over it with him. Sir, what do you want to tell me?
So a week and a half later, after the devices were shut off, we came to an agreement and signed a promissory note that she would.
Who has that note?
I do.
Let me
I
see
have a
that.
copy of it
please.
as well.
So in that agreement, she agrees not to suspend my line of service or terminate it at all unless I didn't pay. Beginning of February, there was a week and a half lapse where I didn't pay, and now I agreed to pay all of our bill.
Okay, she cut it off, then she
Right.
cut it back on.
Right, in March. So April, I got it shut off twice because I was ignoring her
She
and
shut it off.
not talking to her. I would
And
message
you
her.
were paid up in April,
Yes.
yet she shut it off in April.
Yes.
Is that true?
No.
All right. You have evidence
I do. I have
that it was shut off in April?
Facebook messages here on April 23rd asking why she shut it off, and she says because she felt like it.
What the hell? Why did you shut my phone off this,
could have
this
been-
time? And you say to him, because I felt like it.
A lot of times they were empty threats, and I've had messages where he's accused me of
Okay.
turning that off.
Did you cut it off?
Not after, between when he didn't pay and then on May 2nd, it was suspended.
All
was
right.
never
And had you
turned
paid
off.
up to May 2nd?
I did not pay May 2nd's bill. I paid April's bill.
Did he pay April's bill?
No.
His portion is on here, right? They're
yeah,
separate?
They're attached behind the breakdown, the monetary breakdown. If you look,
Yeah.
there's the
And
monthly
they're separate.
bills.
You can tell they're separate accounts?
Yes.
Okay, so show me the one that wasn't paid in April. Then I'll know he didn't pay it in April, as he said he did. What about this loan?
So the loan for $230 to fix my car, I owe her that.
All right, good. What about these devices? You paid your bill, but who has the devices? Because that's part of her lawsuit as well.
He
A
has-
big part of it. iPad, iPhone. Who has those?
Cody does.
Sir, what do you say to paying for the devices that you have?
The devices were returned to her in the mail.
No, they were not.
You paid the bill and you gave her devices back.
So come March 2nd, I got tired of my phone getting shut off for whatever reason she decided to that day when she got upset at me. So I went to AT&T, got new lines of service.
And new devices.
Correct.
Is that true?
No. And I have a witness statement saying that he took those two devices to AT&T, switched out the SIM cards, and has a new plan with AT&T, and those devices are free and clear of any kind of payments.
Plaintiff Heather Homer dated the defendant until she discovered he was sending sexual videos and photos to other women.
Do you have any evidence that you bought new devices?
Just a really big bill.
What does that mean?
I bought my son and myself a new phone.
What did you mean by that?
I don't have my new AT&T bill with me.
All right. Yeah, this is a really big bill for you to pay today, too. $2,432. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
We don't communicate. I've been in contact with several of his ex-girlfriends, and he's still doing the same behavior. Multiple girlfriends, multiple relationships, several lies, doesn't take care of his son. He's dug a hole bigger than he can get out of.
I mean, karma is a and it will come around to get you.
I agree. That's why your car keeps falling apart. And your life, and your son, and everything else involved in your life, Cody.
Plaintiff Jamie Johnson says the defendant is a sister, and they were really close until 8 years ago when the defendant lied to the police, claiming Jamie assaulted her when she was pregnant. Jamie suing because he put the defendant's car in his name, and she got several tickets and a boot, which she has refused to pay. Defendant Yolanda Johnson says she loves her brother and says he has so much potential, but he chooses to be a hustler. Yolanda insists Jamie never showed her proof of the tickets, and therefore she refuses to pay.
Start with you.
Well, me and my sister, you know, we used to be very close. You know, we was always life to the party. You know, like she daytime, I'm night, you know. We always had somewhat of a good relationship, you know, like I love her kids, you know, my niece at the time. But up until about 8 years ago, me and her haven't been like the closest of siblings, really nothing to do with her at all.
For the last 8 years?
Yes.
Why?
Well, 8 years ago, she came into my residence and she was demanding my food stamp card. And what it was that I wouldn't give it to her. So she called the police on me. She, at the time she was 7 months pregnant. She got on the phone, calling the police, talking about some, I'm trying to hurt her in some type of way and do everything to her, you know, and that caused the police to come over. So I'm like, I'm standing there like she ain't never just do this. Like it was probably a joke or something, you know, the way it seemed. But then when the police actually, you know, and I'm like, who is it? CPD, and they come in, they ain't trying to hear nothing I'm saying because they listening to what she has said, and so now they trying to, you know, arrest me and all that. I'm like, hold on, wait, y'all ain't trying to hear nothing, you know, get your hands up off me and stuff. So now we got into a little incident, but then I had to grab my little niece at the time. Thank God she was able to talk. She was around 4 or 5 years old at the time, to put between me and the police because they was going for their guns. And so I had to put them in between, I had to put her in between us to let them know that I didn't touch her, you know, and she told them that.
You use your niece as a shield so that if anybody was going to get shot, it was going to be the niece. What else?
Right. Smart.
What else you want me to know? You hadn't worked for a while or something?
I was unemployed at that particular time just for a little bit. Other than that, I usually keep a job, sir.
Okay, good. Just want to clarify the food stamps. A lot of folks looking and saying, what are he doing on food stamps? But if it was a temporary situation in between jobs, that's understandable.
And then, you know, it was me and my mother on that particular card at the time.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Want to just give you an opportunity to explain that. 'Cause a lot of folks want to know. A lot of them, he ain't no good. See that? They don't want to pay the bills, don't want to go to work on food stamps.
Always kept me a good job, though. I got to admit that.
Defendant Yolanda Johnson is being sued by her brother, who claims 8 years ago Yolanda called the police and falsely accused the plaintiff of assaulting her when she was pregnant.
You give me some background, young lady.
I do love my brother. Despite all of what we have been currently going through over the years, I still kind of be the icebreaker. Our biggest problem has been and has continued to be, I'm always the most verbal out of all of my mom's children. I'm the blocker for Bull when it comes to my mom. She's elderly. He does live with her, so I don't allow certain things from the street in her home, and that's where we bump heads at.
Street guy? He's a street guy?
He's a street guy. I mean, I don't knock him. He's a hustler. Jamie has so much potential that it is not even funny. He knows that. He's very smart with it.
How much has he worked in since
From what
high school?
I can recall, here and there. And most of the jobs that he's had, one I can recall, he blamed me for him losing it because he was already red flagged and he had
You a
called
street
me.
guy staying with your mom?
Not anymore, sir.
Since
No.
when? Last night?
No,
Yeah,
Did you
yes,
get a skill
sir,
after high school?
Huh?
Did you get a skill after high school?
Somewhat. I went
Like
to,
what? What is it?
I went to college and everything, but
Okay.
I didn't graduate and all, because of certain things that hindered me from that.
All right.
And also as well, I've always kept a nice job. It's just recently I'm unemployed right now because
Okay.
of some physical medical problems that I'm having.
Tell me about living with your mother, the time frame that you lived with your mother in the last 8 years.
In the last 8 years,
8.
All 8?
no. For one, I just got out of a relationship last year that I was in for like 4 years.
You all stayed together?
No. Yeah, me and her. Yeah, me and
All
my
right. Good enough. I'm gonna give you a break here. But
Right, I ain't been
she's
with my
making you
mother
look a
all
little
age.
bad.
Trying to badger him?
She
No,
sounds
it's not
like
about
she's
that.
trying to
No,
make
my
you
brother.
sound like a hustler who stays with his mother. And by the way, ma'am, by virtue of him being a hustler, he should have his own money to stay in his own place, unless he's a poor hustler. You're not a poor hustler, are you?
When I was hustling, no, I wasn't
You
poor.
was all right, good. See?
And I don't mean hustling as far as streets. What I mean by that
Whatever.
is,
Oh, okay. You said streets.
I apologize. Let me clarify that. Outside of the streets, his hustling
Good
he has
enough.
a hustle mentality.
I'm glad you
he can
said
do what
he
he
wasn't a
wants.
street hustler.
you
That's
know?
because that's a whole different thing.
It's
You
a
all
whole
got to be
different
careful
thing.
how you speak.
That's right.
Folks say them Johnson kids was on TV. I didn't know
Right.
the boy was a dope dealer. I ain't never heard that about him.
Wait,
and then
right.
she such and such and such. See, that's how gossip gets started. Explain yourself so I don't have to clean up your mess.
No. We
How
have,
does she owe you this $3,000?
Well, back in 2004, her, and my older sister, she was going to get a car. She went and got a Ford Crown Victoria, and I put it in my name for her because it was, I forgot exactly the reason why she needed it, but I put it in my name for her. Then she ran up all type of tickets in my name. Running red lights, parking, crosswalk, everything. She just got so many tickets in my name. I chased her for years and years up until, like I say, 2008 when I quit talking to her because of the police thing that she did with me.
Why didn't you sue her then?
Well, because of the lies that she was, relaying to me, over the years,
What
it
do
felt
you
like
have
she
to
was
say,
going to pay
young
for
lady?
them.
No, back in what he's speaking of, I went to purchase a car. At the time, I couldn't drive the car off the lot without a license. Jamie happened to be with me and my sister, so I asked him to put the car in his name to get it off of the lot. In doing so, I probably really didn't even have a car that long. I found out that he had already had tickets standing. So once my registration went, my car registration went under him, everything swapped over from car to car. The tickets that I believe he's speaking of would be posts after this situation, like from the tickets from the car getting booted, sitting on the city street, you only get like 42, 78
The tickets
hours.
he's attributing to you, did you receive them ever or become
No.
aware of them?
No, he
You
was just
never became
hearsay.
aware of any of these tickets,
It was
of not
here-
one ticket.
No, up until the end. When I got a position back in 2005 that I could recall, that's when Jamie came to me and say, oh yeah, now that you got a job, you can pay these tickets. That's
All
how
right.
it was presented to
And
me.
did you look to find out whether you had,
I was
whether
never
you
given physical, visual evidence.
did you find out
it was
at all?
verbal. No, when I went to find out about what was going on with the cars, we were already at the point of being booted.
Okay.
That's how I found out about the registration, about the switch, about how I couldn't do anything. I went to Jamie with funds and told him, come on, let's go get this boot off the car. We was booted at this point. I said, come on, let's get the boot off the car. Jamie wanted the money in his hand to do what he wanted to do in the street.
So you
I
don't admit
refused
to any of the tickets?
No, these tickets that he's speaking about happened after the boot.
You accumulated them?
That's what he's saying. I
And
was
you
never
say
given
no?
any evidence. Everything I know about
You
tickets
say
is
no?
verbal. No.
Defendant Yolanda Johnson is being sued by her brother, who claims 8 years ago Yolanda called the police and falsely accused the plaintiff of assaulting her when she was pregnant.
Let me see what evidence you have.
Right
Did
here.
she affirm anything recently, and how do I know these are hers?
The highlighted tickets that I have highlighted is around her address.
Around her address. She's going to tell me you used to visit her, sir. She's going to say,
And
we were
drive the
so
vehicle
close,
also.
Your Honor.
We were
As
sharing
you
a car.
just heard him say, we were close. That was probably when he came over to visit, or one of the other relatives was using the car. She's not admitting to it. You have any other evidence, sir?
Also, I have a letter from my friend that knew, that's a witness to her having that car as well, and that where she stayed at the
She
time.
admits to having the car, don't she?
Yeah, he got it from
And then
me.
where she stayed at the time, because on the tickets it shows like the address and some of the places where she
Right,
been.
because you didn't
we
have
both parked.
you didn't have the car 100% of the time, did you?
I pretty much, but he will use it too.
Hold on. He would what?
He will utilize the car also.
How often?
Just calling me, hey, can I use your car?
Can you
I do
estimate
this?
how
Can I do
often that might be?
Within a 7-day time frame, maybe twice.
All right, and that
not a
still
lot.
goes on?
I'm sorry.
That still occurs?
No.
Oh, he has his own car.
This situation has totally separated us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is the only evidence you have?
Oh, also I had a text message of her admitting it, but she like, I'm not gonna pay.
You have it? Let's
Yeah,
see it.
was it?
Ma'am, didn't
I
you
have
do
the
that?
original phone
I don't know
actually.
what he's talking about.
Okay, you don't know what he's
The
talking about.
only thing I
He's
could
about
admit
show
to
me.
is when he told me about once the cars get it booted, and I admitted to that as far as, yeah, we got boot tickets because of you. If he would have came with me down to produce that he was the registered owner of the car
All
for
right.
us to get the boots
Jamie,
off, we wouldn't
back
even be
then
here.
I tried to pay the tickets and get the boot removed. Pay tickets.
Right.
Right. You don't pay tickets that you don't owe. And this was in 2016. You reaffirmed the debt because she agreed in 2016 that she still owed the debt. Judgment for the plaintiff, $3,138. I wouldn't been bothered with you either. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
He only did that because I just got a new job, so he's trying to come up. That's all. Now maybe you could let your grudges go and live.
No,
Because
I
you've
still-
been letting this hinder you forever. You only was trying to come up because I just got a good job.
Still ain't nobody to me.
Whatever.
One,
That's good.
You
But
act
who
like you
you hurting?
finishing
You're
me.
not hurting me. You hurting
I ain't hurting
yourself.
nobody.
You hindering
I feel
yourself.
good to be away from you.
That's good.
would
That's
never
all
be
good.
close again.
Who you hurting though?
Nobody.
You're not hurting me. Life goes
Nobody.
on, sweetie.
Yes,
Only reason why I
exactly.
admitted to that text, and you know why, because of our mother. That was to break that situation,
Yeah.
to calm you down,
I wasn't
and to get
expecting
you out of her
this to
house.
happen to come
Take
here,
that
but
$3,000
I
and
talked
find you
to
somewhere to
I
stay
talked
after
to
today,
you
because you know you
so
can't
I
come back
can
to her
have it-
house.
Have proof
Sweetie,
of
I'm
it.
not gonna indulge in your
How come you
ignorance.
ain't just pay it back then?
Because I didn't owe you. You know what we said
But
and
you
what we
just
talked
said on
about. I
text you
told
owe me. You
right.
tried to pay.
How did you get me to trip up and send that text though? Talk about that.
Oh, I tricked you.
Jamie,
oh, I
please.
tricked you.